Imagine standing in a dark concrete tunnel listening to 80,000 people screaming. Now imagine stepping out into the floodlights knowing the entire footballing world is expecting you to carry their team. Most 16-year-olds are studying for exams or figuring out what they want to do with their lives. Lamine Yamal was lining up against some of the best, most experienced professionals on the planet. Born in Spain in the summer of 2007 to a Moroccan father and an Equatorial Guinean mother, he picked up a football almost as soon as he could walk. Local coaches quickly realized they were looking at an anomaly. He didn't process the game like a normal child. He recognized passing lanes before they opened and made decisions in fractions of a second. His passing range and pace were obvious, but his real advantage was an absolute absence of fear. He played without the heavy weight of expectation. A psychological shield would soon be put to the ultimate test. At just 7 years old, Yamal was brought here, Barcelona's legendary youth academy, La Masia. This is a proving ground with a massive historical shadow. It's the same system that molded icons like Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets into world champions. Thousands of children enter this system believing they will make it to the Camp Nou. The vast majority are slowly weeded out by the intense, relentless internal competition. To challenge him, Barcelona's coaches intentionally made his environment harder. They consistently pushed him to play in age brackets with older, much larger boys. At the youth level, a 2 or 3 year age gap usually means a severe physical mismatch. Most kids simply get pushed off the ball. Yamal absorbed the physical hits and kept orchestrating the play. Proving he could outthink opponents he couldn't physically overpower forced the senior club directors to pay very close attention. All those years of quiet evaluation culminated in April 2023. At exactly 15 years old, Yamal was called up to make his first team debut inside the echoing bowl of the Camp Nou. To put that in perspective, 15 is an age where elite prospects are still learning basic tactical discipline, years away from surviving the speed of senior professional football. Yet, stepping out in front of tens of thousands of demanding fans, surrounded by seasoned veterans, he looked completely unbothered. In modern football, space shrinks quickly. Defenders suffocate you. Yamal's instinct is to invite pressure, using direct dribbling to isolate opponents. Once he commits them and space compresses, he uses elite vision to slip the ball through the gaps left behind. He takes the suffocating speed of top-flight La Liga matches and slows it down to his own rhythm. Making the impossible look routine is exactly what captured the attention of the global football community. It wasn't long the stakes increased again. He left the familiar structure of his club and was called up to stand shoulder to shoulder with the men of the Spanish national team. International football is an entirely different psychological beast. You're no longer representing a city's fan base. Every touch of the ball carries the hopes and criticisms of an entire country. Historically, this is the exact threshold where highly rated teenagers begin to crack. The shirt weighs too much and the scrutiny becomes paralyzing. Yamal stepped onto the pitch and dictated the tempo of the game. He held the ball under pressure and directed traffic with the calm authority of a veteran on his 300th cap. By completely neutralizing the psychological weight of international football, he forced everyone watching to ask the exact same question: how is this kid only 16? The definitive answer came during the European Championship. This was the global stage where his talent finally reached the mainstream. He produced sequences of such sheer technical brilliance that clips were spreading across social media before the matches even finished, sending the fan base into an absolute frenzy. But this sudden explosion into global stardom brings a very specific, very dangerous consequence for a Barcelona winger: the inevitable comparisons to Lionel Messi. Messi holds a singular place in the history of the sport. Measuring a teenager against a man who won 8 Ballons d'Or is a psychological trap that crushed promising players before. People aren't making the connection because Yamal is already at that level. They make it because watching him sparks that same rare, thrilling feeling, the suspicion that you are witnessing the start of something historic. The archives of football are littered with players who had all the talent in the world but couldn't survive the mental toll of prolonged greatness. Yamal no longer has the element of surprise. From this point on, every opposing manager will build defensive systems specifically to stop him, and the media will dissect every single misplaced pass. But if his journey from La Masia to the national team has proven anything, it's that pressure is his natural habitat. When the stage expands, his game elevates to meet it. His technique will win games, but it's this unbreakable, joyful mentality that separates the flashes in the pan from the players who define a generation. The trophies and the ultimate legacy are waiting to be claimed, but as Lamine Yamal steps further into the spotlight, the entire world will be watching to see exactly how far he can run.